This last academic year, I have completed a internship at Mount Tahoma High School. I've had the opportunity to be a support person for all of our students at the high school. I have met many different students, several of which have had a hard time getting to class and completing homework and things like that, all of which have been traumatically impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. All of our students have been socially stunted over the last 2 years by being isolated in their homes away from community. One student in particular stands out to me. Her name's Tiffany, and she still decides to wear a mask even though we don't need to wear one. It seems like she can hide a little bit behind her mask, and she's very soft spoken. I have to lean in to hear what she's saying most of the time. Um, Tiffany's a sweet girl. I enjoy having her company. She has challenges though. Her parents don't support her mother in particular. She's as well impacted traumatically from being home the last 2 years and finds it easy to stay home. It's not hard for her to miss days of school or go home early or miss class for whatever reason. She's failing classes and she doesn't have support from her parents. Tiffany is at risk of dropping out of high school. All of those things could be the perfect storm that make her decide it's not worth it. If Tiffany was to drop out of high school, it could end poorly for her. Tiffany could get kicked out of her home and become unhoused. She could develop a substance use problem. She could have poor mental health. And she could have run ins with the law. Dropping out of school would negatively impact Tiffany's life. Several risk factors, including attendance, missing many days of school, failing classes and getting too far behind, and not feeling connected to the environment at school, all can cause kids to drop out of high school. According to one 2019 study by Society for Community Research and Action, every week a student misses, they are 20% more likely to drop out of high school. During my time at Mount Tahoma, I was able to shadow a school social worker that had been doing the social work position for about 2 years and had previous experience with intervention work. A lot of the work that he did was with youth, and it was intervention. An event had occurred, and his job was to intervene and provide resources and support after the event. In this experience, my social worker friend had the experience of seeing the power of prevention. Preventing the event from happening is a way to utilize resources so that the event doesn't happen in the first place. By using prevention, stability and confidence will follow. The best prevention tool that we have to prevent our students from dropping out of high school is creating a sense of community at the school, caring adult relationships, and peer supportive relationships. Provide that sense of community. That previously mentioned study from 2019 states, mentoring is a widely used, effective, evidence-based approach for fostering positive youth development. Group mentoring can contribute to positive behavioral, psychological, and academic outcomes for youth. We can utilize relationships and building relationships in schools by putting youth together in groups and showing how they can support each other. If prevention can start 9th grade, that is the best time. I was able to talk with an admin at Mount Tahoma, and in that conversation I had with her, she mentioned that freshman year is typically when students are starting to decide if they're going to stay in school or not. She mentioned some of the programs that the school had in place already and how they've had a hard time keeping them going this year. And it proves mentorship is evidence-based prevention to keep kids in high school. Whether it be adult to youth or peer-on-peer mentorship, there are benefits for both sides. Confidence, belonging, community, both sides can feel that. The adult can feel it, the student can feel it, and if it's two peers, they can feel that too, and it provides a reason to be connected. I want to provide that mentorship. I want to be a part of the prevention of keeping kids in school and not having them drop out. I want to be able to have that relationship with students like Tiffany that give her reason to come to school. That's what I would like for my future.